Lonesome Dove Trail, start of it. Was really hoping we were going to do this trail today, and our trail guide said, yep, let's go do it. So we're doing Lonesome Dove. How awesome is that? Plus, when you come out here to Merus, they've got 3 or 4 trails that are actually all roads taken badge trails, and they sell those badges in the office, or you can go on the All Roads Taken website and purchase them as well and add them to your wall on there, places you've been and trails you've completed. So I'll buy mine here today at Merus, and when I get home I'll go update my All Roads Taken page. But yeah, Lonesome Dove. I'm pretty excited about this.
Also, just a reminder, if you've shifted out of Palo at some point, make sure you back in. Okay, we're going to come up on a little V notch here. You're going to want to hit this kind of at an angle in those longer vehicles. These little tap back bumpers. Jamie, I'm going to have you stop up here, and I'm going to go pull ahead, and then I'll come back and spot you through this next little section. So if you stop right where I am right now, where my wife gets out, and we'll run through this little section. All right, Dustin, more passenger. There you go. There you go, straighten up. There you go, front's coming down. Oh yeah, that flex is nice. Got a couple good pictures of the front of it. All right, more passenger. More passenger, there you go. Keep coming, yep. Just hold what you got, just keep coming with that turn. A little more passenger. Okay, front's coming down, straighten up. Nicely done. Rear's gonna come down. There you go. All right, man, start turning passenger. More passenger. Oh, passenger. There you go. More passenger, if you got it. Yeah. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yep. Keep your passenger. There you go. Straighten up. Coming down. Okay, rear's coming up. There you go.
I'm dyslexic today.
Yeah.
All right, man, come on up and start turning passenger. There you go. Nope, straighten up just a bit. There you go. Perfect. Keep coming. Now a little more passenger. Looking good. Keep what you got for a few feet. Okay, now you straighten up. Front's gonna come down. just a bit. We're both a little out of shape.
I disagree because round is a shape. Anyway, if you look off to the side, either side of your trail, you'll see this gray covering that's on both sides. This is actually a living organism. This is called biocrust, biological soil, or cryptobiotic soil. And it is made of living organisms, mosses, lichens, and cyanobacteria. They come together to form this lovely covering to help with erosion. And it's actually protected in areas like Arizona, Moab, and they have a slogan, do not bust the crust. Don't bust the crust. It is very fragile and it helps keep our land intact. And I didn't know it was alive, and I may have tap danced through a field of it and wiped it out because it is also really, really crunchy. So I do feel like it is my penance to make sure everybody knows about the biological soil and we can protect it and not have people tap dance through it and wipe it out. So there you go, biocrust.
And we'll see a lot of that on this trail. There's a lot on either side.
So some more fun facts about Merus Adventure and its history. This is the site of was the J.A. Ranch, which at one time was the largest ranch in Texas at 1.3 million acres. It was founded by John Adair and Charles Goodnight. And Goodnight is also considered to be the father of the Texas Panhandle. So there's your history. Fun tie-in with this particular trail. Charles Goodnight and his former partner Oliver Loving formed the Goodnight-Loving Cattle Trail, and they would drive cows all the way up the country. The exploits of Charles Goodnight and Oliver Loving are actually the basis of the McMurtry novel Lonesome Dove, which happens to be the name of this trail. So that's always some fun information about this area and this trail.
Okay,
That's a cool story.
pointed her through because that has gotten a little deeper than it was. Anybody else, if you want to go to the right, do those little dips, it's fine. Just wanted to not take her back bumper off if I could avoid it.
It says it's 63 degrees out. It feels a lot hotter than that.
I don't think that's correct anymore. It's because there's 0 bars right now.
No, that's
No,
not.
honey, I know. There's no signal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, seriously. It don't matter where you are.
Oh, look at the view. Wait, look at that. Oh, awesome.
Off to your right, off in the rocks over there, as you come around this bend where I am now, there's a couple of rocks sitting on a pedestal of dirt. That is called a hoodoo. And I don't know why, I just think they're kind of fascinating that all the dirt washed away around from the bottom of them and just leaves this pillar of dirt with a rock sitting on top. Next spot we're going to spot is right here. I'm going to switch drivers with my wife right quick and let her take my Jeep around and out of the way. beds that are down there. It's a lot of fun to run, but it's definitely can tear up some stuff.
That's so pretty.
Well, this was my last shot at it. And a lot of times back here we find the aoudad sheep that we were talking about earlier on Cable Point. But unfortunately, they are just elusive today. They're actually pretty elusive critters. They look like a small bighorn sheep. They're brown. The females and the males both have rounded horns, and the males have a big beard. They're really interesting creatures. They were native to the northern coast of Africa, the Barbary coast to be exact, and that's why they're called Barbary sheep. During World War II, when our GIs were in northern Africa, they saw them and thought that'd be a great big game animal for Texas. And so they brought a bunch of them to central Texas down there, and you still find a bunch of them down there. In 1957, I had to remember, they brought 33 of them. I don't have my notes up, sorry. You have to look at my wife for information. They brought 33 of them up here and dropped them off in the Palo Canyon. By 1960, there was 300 of them. And in the 80s, they did another one, estimating around 20,000, and they kind of lost count after that. They have done really, really well in the Palo Canyon, and you'll find them on pretty much any portion of the Palo Canyon. I've never seen any remnants of them at the state park or at the Caprock Canyon, I guess, because they're very populated.
Caprock Canyon. I want to go to Caprock Canyon on the way
We do
home.
several hunts a year to send them out because they do populate so quickly. To keep the herd under control, you have to hunt some. Somewhere on our website is a picture of a baby one coming at one of our photographers here. It's just the cutest little photo. Speaking of animals, we have a huge variety of animals here in the Palo Canyon. There's the aoudad sheep. There's a plethora of snakes, including two different types of rattlesnakes. There's a huge amount of birds. We see a lot of roadrunners. We have golden and bald eagles, depending on the parts of the year. There's raccoons, skunks, porcupines, coyotes, wild pigs, which is another invasive one that probably shouldn't be here, but they are. Okay, sorry, I had to bring my notes up because I'm out of practice. We do have porcupines, badgers, beavers, rabbits, wild turkey, a little bird called a bush tit, which just has a fun name, and they're kind of interesting because they hang upside down from branches and eat insects. So that's kind of an interesting little critter. And then we have our tarantulas, which actually should be made. There's a huge amount of biocrust in this creek area to your left.
I wish the camera had got too hot to record that last one. Because that was actually pretty cool from the panel.
All the cactus you see around here, most of it is prickly pear. And supposedly you can make jam out of little buds on top, but I will warn you that they are very spiky also. So you can have some fruit with your tarantula out here if you needed it. They do make good jelly.
It's a shame we're missing.
I've never had it. I'm going to have to try it one of these days soon.
It's crazy they mentioned that tarantula migration because I dreamt about that the other day.
Make sure I'm good on this side so I don't fall off in this canyon over here. This little wadi.
As we come up through here on the left-hand side, just past the tree where Amy is right now, there is a mountain boomer on this rock. I don't know how long he'll hang out there, but this rock right here beside me, he's kind of a tealish colored lizard sitting right there on the rock sunning. Jamie, this next one is going to might give you some trouble, it might not. You've probably probably been up it before, so you know kind of what I'm talking about. Just make sure you're squared up to it. I'll stop at the top and make sure if you need any help.
I like this part.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty neat little area here.
Well, good job. You've already made it past the worst part.
Leaving a lot of dust for Colby.
That's right. He likes dust.
Nice little technical area right here.
Hey, Mike, I left my phone. I'm coming that way.
Okay, that means you can spot me. Yay! Would be cool to make it to Aden, Texas, and eat at that cafe.
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to make it today after this trip.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Oh man, there is no breeze down in here.
Noted.
Deep Creek kind of like this, but you can reach out and touch a canyon wall from not getting out of your Jeep. Yep, pretty much. It's a little more rocky in places than this. Yeah, this is smoother than that, huh? Looks like you need your turn driver when you come up. Turn passenger, I'm sorry. Yeah, when you back up this time, go ahead and turn passenger now. And turn passenger. There you go. Now straighten up. There you go. Go ahead, Dan.
Hey, I'm curious, with the A-track on the Toyotas, is there a downside to leaving that on all the time?
Not at all, but sometimes when you turn them off on the 5th gens, they will stay off and you don't realize it.
Okay, good to know, thanks.
Like the earlier editions, like the 4th gen and the GXs and all that, the A-track is on all the time.
Oh, okay, so depending on the model year, they're not necessarily, well, yeah, there's that little difference.
Yep. For some reason on the 5th gen, they made it optional. This is just going to come up and over. Make sure you take a left over the little hump.
So what is A-track in a Toyota?
It's traction control. It uses the brakes to help move instead of a locker.
Understood.
Makes them a whole lot more capable than they would be as stiff as they are.
I remember that button in our FJ Cruiser, but I couldn't remember what it did.
You probably use that locker button on that one a lot.
I don't think Gwen let that one go off-road a whole lot, did she? Not even a little bit.
Okay, so you probably didn't use that button.
Well, we did at the farm, and when there was a good excuse, we didn't play in it. She worked it some. She would make her dad laugh when she would herd cows in her FJ because she wasn't getting on a horse.
I bet that was entertaining to watch.
And I was scared, so there's not any pictures.
I'm very disappointed that there's not pictures. Was the FJ at least yellow? That would make it better.
No, she had a silver one and a white one.
Well, in my mind, for my imagination of FJ chasing cows around, it's yellow. Alright, we are, the first of us are off this trail, and we'll kind of line up here and we can take a quick bio break if anybody needs to run off and find a tree, and then we'll head on to our next adventure.
Alright, that's the end of Lonesome Dove.